This is an electrical symbols test, a study guide, and a self-quiz in one. First, we will learn the core symbols in tidy groups. Then we will run a real quiz. A symbol appears, you get a moment to name it, and then the answer is revealed. 8 questions, getting harder as we go. By the end, you will have a 1-page study sheet you can screenshot and keep. So do not just watch, say the answers out loud. That is how they stick. Let's learn the groups first. Every symbol on a schematic is just a small picture of what the part does. A battery is stacked plates. A resistor is a zigzag that slows the current down. A lamp is a glowing circle. Learn the picture, and the name follows. There are 6 groups worth knowing: power sources, resistor, capacitor, and inductor, diodes and transistors, switches and protection, and ammeters and ground marks. Get those, and you can read almost any circuit. Group 1. Group 1. Power and sources. This is where the energy comes from. A single cell is one short line and one long line. The long line is positive. Stack a few of those and you have a battery. A DC source is a circle with a plus and a minus, steady one-directional current. An AC source is a circle with a sine wave inside, current that swaps direction. And ground is the reference point, drawn as 3 shrinking lines. The 0-volt mark the whole circuit measures against. Cell, battery, DC source, AC source, ground. That is where every circuit begins. Group 2. The 3 passives you meet everywhere. Resistor, capacitor, inductor. A resistor is a zigzag, or a plain rectangle in the international style. It resists current and drops voltage. A capacitor is 2 parallel plates. It stores charge and blocks steady current. An inductor is a coil of loops. It stores energy in a magnetic field and resists sudden change. A variable resistor, or potentiometer, adds an arrow across the resistor, a dial you can turn. Resistor resists, capacitor stores charge, inductor stores a field. 3 shapes, 3 jobs. Group 3, the semiconductors. These are the one-way and switching parts. A diode is a triangle pointing into a bar. Current flows the way the triangle points and is blocked the other way. An LED is that same diode with 2 little arrows leaving it because it gives off light. A transistor is a small amplifier or switch, 3 legs, drawn as a circle with an arrow on one of them. And the arrow direction tells you NPN from PNP. Diode one way, LED lights up, transistor switches and amplifies. Group 4. Switches and protection. These open, close, and guard the circuit. A simple switch is a break in the line with a lever that lifts away. A push button is a switch you hold, a little cap on 2 contacts. A fuse is a thin link that melts if the current runs too high, drawn as a rectangle or a small oval on the line. And a circuit breaker does the same job, but resets, usually a rectangle with a hook or switch mark. Switch opens the circuit, button is momentary, fuse and breaker cut the power before something burns. Group 5, the loads and the meters. The loads turn current into something useful. The meters measure it. A lamp is a circle with a cross, or a circle with a loop. It glows. A motor is a circle with a capital M. It spins. A buzzer or bell makes sound. For the meters, an ammeter is a circle with an A and it measures current. A voltmeter is a circle with a V and it measures voltage. And an ohmmeter, the Greek omega, measures resistance. Lamp glows, motor spins, and A, V, and omega measure current, voltage, and resistance. That is the whole course set. Now the test. Here is how the quiz works. A symbol comes up with a big question mark. You get a few seconds, say the name out loud, or pause the video. Then the answer drops in. 8 symbols, easy to hard. Keep score. 6 or more, and you can genuinely read a schematic. Ready? Question 1. Question 1. What is this? A resistor. The zigzag that limits current. Question 2. This one? A capacitor. 2 parallel plates that store charge. Question 3. A diode.